Hello everyone, today I am coming to you with a Rack Pack box of 2006 Series 1 Topps. I can't say that I've ever bought a full box of Rack Packs before. I don't know if I've ever seen Rack Packs that were not on a rack. So today we're looking at 2006 Series 1. And so each pack here is going to have 18 cards plus 3 Topps vintage cards in every pack. And so going through what we can expect in here, I don't think there's any key rookies, anything like that. The inserts in here they're not as many as there are in other years. I believe every pack is going to have either a Barry Bonds or Mickey Mantle card. There is a series of Mickey Mantle cards describing or representing one card of every year that Topps did not make a Mickey Mantle card. So I think there's about 10 of those from about 2007 through 2006, I guess, something like that. Those are one for every 12 packs. And then there are Declaration of Independence cards, one card for each signer. So I guess they were getting into some history that year. I think they had the Constitution Series 2. And a couple other inserts in here. They did make Topps Gold at 1 per 8 packs. And the card that you want to look for out of here is the Alex Gordon card. And just a brief story on that. 2006 was when Major League Baseball changed the rules of how to classify a rookie card. And so they thought Alex Gordon was going to make the team, the Royals, out of spring training that year, and he did not, so they could not make his rookie card yet. And so they had already started production of them. And according to the story, about 100 of them actually got out of the factory and have shown up in packs. Now, I don't know if you're most likely to find those in the foil packs or the rack packs, but in an attempt to stop that, they did a couple of things to the cards. There are versions of the card where they actually took the card and cut out the actual picture of him. So if you get it, you just get kind of like a white border of the card. So apparently about 100 cards got out of the full card, and about maybe 3,000 to 5,000 of the one where it's cut out. There's also a variation of the card where the entire card is white, except for the foil stamp that appears on that. The other thing of note in these is going to be the 3 vintage cards, I guess 3 buyback cards. I guess the hope here is that you would pull the, like a 50s Mantle card or something like that, but more than likely you're going to get an 88 Topps common out of these. But you get 3 per pack, and those usually appear in the middle pack from what I've seen. So there are 24 packs in a rack pack box, and like I said, I wish they had not pulled the roof of that off. But these do take a while to open up. If you want to pause and take a look at the odds here on that, and of course, since it's a rack pack, you can see all of the players that you're gonna get. So if there aren't any rookies, at least hope that I can get my favorite players out of something like this. And it's going to take a few minutes just to open each pack, I think. So we're going to start pack 1 with Troy Percival, Ryan Klesko. There is our first Barry Bonds home run history, as he was really pushing for 715 in this particular year. There is our first throwback card of Dave Rucker from 84 Topps. There's David Wells, Carl Crawford, and Ryan Friel. We've got Frank Robinson, who just passed away a couple of years ago, Sean Estes, Houston Street. Here is another of the Mickey Mantle set, so that's pretty good if you're going to get a home run number 1. So if that is one out of the 500 or so in that set, that's might be a good one to have. 85 Topps, Nick Asaski, Jeff Supan, Desi Relaford, and a checklist. And maybe they're putting one vintage card per side. I thought they put them all in the middle, but of course I hadn't opened these before. So we've got Corey Koski, Rick Short Rookie, Ron Vogelsong. Here is our first Declaration of Independence of William Paca. So for you history buffs out there, our next throwback card is going to be Bill Madlock, and that is an 83. We've got a Chris D'Onofrio Reds rookie card, and A-Rod. And we've got this Tops of the Class, and oh, don't steal my card number right there. And that was pack 1, so we'll get that out of the way. We'll see if we can get through these packs a little bit quicker, because I don't want a video that runs too long here. Okay, pack number 2 starts with Adam Kennedy, Victor Martinez, Lance Nix. Our throwback 84s, Glenn Brummer, Adam Dunn, Lance Cormier, and Chipper Jones. Part number 2 is going to be Mike Lamb, Gary Matthews Jr. when he was a Ranger. Another home run number 1. Maybe that card is not as rare. Throwback 85 Lee Lacey, Chin-Ming Wang, Willie Taveras, Eric Gagne, and the checklist. Slot number 3 is Johnny Damon, Francisco Liriano rookie. Here is our gold card of the Rangers, my team. So numbered to 2006, it's number 1210 of 2006. So if I'm going to get a team card, it might as well be my favorite card. Steve Mura, 83. Houston Street, Tom Glavine as a Met. Craig Biggio. Let's try opening the packs from the bottom this time. And if nothing else, maybe it opens up a little bit smoother this time. Paul LaDuca, Scott Hatteberg. Let's see, Barry Bonds, number 701. Marty Barrett, 88. Matt Clement, Brian Jordan, Jose Reyes. Tony La Russa, Reed Johnson, Doug Minkiewicz, Mickey Mantle, number 1. Joaquin Andujar, 85. Adam Eaton, Michael Barrett. Julian Tavares, Corey Koski, Brian Pena, Robert Morris. 83, Tim Stoddard. Those blonde eyebrows on that. Let's see, Gold Glove Award of Bobby Abreu and Ikaro. Moving on to pack number 4. We've got David Wright, Kerry Wood. Now there's one of the first Mantle throwback cards, and so this was, let's see, I forgot what year that would have been, of the 2005 Topps Mantle. Like I say, for the 10 years that they did not make Mantle cards. We've got an 88 Topps Joe Beaver, Xavier Nady, Hank Blaylock, Travis Lee, Larry Bigby, Adam LaRoche, Mike Morse, Jarrett Wright, the same Mickey Mantle home run 1, Mark Bruhard, Sotaguchi, Manny Ramirez, Sean Figgins, Johnny Damon, Francisco Liriani. Here we have a manager card of Tony La Russa back when he was the White Sox manager. That is dated 1983. And I like how they have his actual batting records from 63 through 73 on there. Gold Glove of Greg Maddux, and then Team Stars of the Cubs, Michael Barrett and Greg Maddux. So this is the Greg Maddux pack. And Gold Glove of Jim Edmonds. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera while I go ahead and open up a bunch of packs. And then we'll just look at the cards without having to sit around and wait for me to do that. Let's look at our next 4 packs here. Jack Wilson, Steve Finley, let's see, home run 668, 88 Tom Foley, Victor Santos, Aaron Harang, Vernon Wells, Scott Hairston, Ramon Ortiz, Chris Snyder, 85 Joaquin Andujar, we've already got that card, Alex Gonzalez, Chad Orvella, Gilmesh, Jason Michaels, Mike Maroth, Tom Gorzolani, and another Tim Stoddard. Okay. Anthony Reyes, Damaso Marte, Vernon Wells, Gold Glove. Next pack, Garrett Atkins, Victor Martinez, Lance Nix, home run 690, 88 Jim Acker, Troy Percival, Carlos Lee, Brian Giles is a Padre, Mike Matheny, Mike Lamb, Mickey Mantle #1, Joaquin Andujar, Bill Miller, Jeff Supan, Desi Relaford, checklist, Jim Tracy, Chris Shelton, Jerry Narin, manager. Let's see, Declaration of Independence, Richard Stockton. Roy Howell, 83. Freddie Garcia, John Thompson. Pack number 7, we've got Adam Kennedy, Zach Greinke, Mike Sweeney, home run 686, Steve Trout, 88, Jeff Kent, Trevor Hoffman. There is Barry Bonds, base card. Armando Benitez, Randy Wolf, Tony Graffinino, Mantle #1, and Joaquin Andujar. Tadahito Iguchi, rookie, Shannon Stewart, King Felix, Russ Adams, Matt Morris, and finally a real insert card of Albert Pujols, Topps 2K All-Stars. And another Roy Howell, Houston Street, Craig Biggio. Pack number 8, we have Pokey Reese as a Mariner, Randy Wynn, Barry Bonds 678, Bobby Meacham 88, Cesar Izturis, Bruce Bochy, Aaron Rowand, Gary Matthews again, Carl Everett, BJ Surhoff, and I think that is Joaquin Andujar #5. Bobby Kilty, Juan Uribe, Joe Blanton, Anderson Hernandez, rookie, Charlton Jimerson, rookie, and I like that one, Own the Game of Mark Teixeira. These were the most colorful inserts they had this year. I think these are 1 per 6 packs. And I think that's our third Roy Howell. CC Sabathia, Real Cormier, Javi Lopez. All right, I'll pause it and open another 4 packs. While I was opening these next 4, it occurred to me that 1985 was the year that Joaquin Andujar had his most famous Major League Baseball moment as a 21-game winner in Game 7 of the World Series that year. He had a meltdown where his manager was ejected in the Game 7, and then on the next pitch, he was ejected after, he threw a pitch, was called a ball. He went nuts on and went after the home plate umpire. And so he's most famous for having a meltdown in a Game 7 of the World Series, and it was in 1985, the year of these cards. So on now to pack number 9, we have Vincent Padilla, Xavier Nady, 85 Lance Parrish, Edgardo Alfonso, Jack McKeon, Coco Crisp, Jason Giambi, Mark Tehan, Jorge Cantu, Indians team card, Mantle number 1, Tom Brookins, Joe Blanton, Rafael Furcal, Marshall McDougall rookie card, Jason Michaels. Here is a gold card of Jose Reyes, Joe Price 83, Craig Breslow, Brandon Clausen, the pitching on a high school field there. What's all right? C.J. Wilson rookie card. So here's a decent pitcher of the Rangers 2011 World Series team and 2010. Got another Jason Giambi, Brad Wilkerson, Bonds home run number 683. 88 Topps, Jose Uribe, Cliff Floyd, Bobby Abreu, Flash Gordon. They actually called him that instead of Tom Gordon. We've got a Humberto Cota, Felipe Alou, Mantle number 1. 85 Topps, Mark Bruhard, and it's off center. Jeff Bloom, Ryan Dempster, Ikaro. Going to complain about it being off center because now it's worth half a penny instead of 2/3 a penny. Jason Phillips, Ryan Howard, Rookie of the Year. We've got a Topps on the game of Manny Ramirez. And another Tony La Russa. Let's see, Red Sox teammates of Manny Ramirez and David Ortiz. Orioles Tejada and Mora, Luis Gonzalez. Pack number 11, we've got Humberto Quintero, Bobby Madrich, B.J. Ryan. Declaration of Independence, Richard Henry Lee. Tony La Russa. Mark Redmond, Rich Hill. Adam Everett. Bernie Williams. Phil Garner, Mantle number 1. Mark Bruhard, Braden Looper. Johnny Gomes Gold Cup. John Garland, Vincent Padilla, home run number 676. Dan Pasqua, 88. Ryan Church, Victor Zambrano, and Corey Patterson. I think I opened that pack upside down. Pack number 12, Mark Ellis, Dan Johnson, home run number 692. So I thought these were one in every other pack, but we're getting one every one pack. Joe Negro, 88. Jeff Kent, Trevor Hoffman, Barry Bonds, Jarrett Wright, Felipe Alou, Coda, Chuck Cottier, Manny Ramirez, Jeff Bloom, Ryan Dempster, checklist, Danis Baez, Jason Botts, rookie card, and a gold card of A's Dan Johnson. There's our fourth Roy Howell, Craig Breslow, Brandon Clausen again, and another C.J. Wilson. Time for me to open the next 4. Topps did have an interesting series of inserts this particular year. They were really hard to find, but it was related to Barry Bonds chasing Hank Aaron. And so the contest was they made several one-of-ones where they made each game of the season, so 162, and 10 cards for each game. So they're 1620. The 10th card was for the 10th inning. And so if you pick the card and the inning that Bonds hits home run number 716 to take the record from Aaron, then you won some big special prize that year. I don't know what it was, but that made each card in the series a one-of-one, and they were about one for every, I don't know, 1,400 packs, rack packs. I looked up that number before here. So we're halfway through onto the second half of these packs. Pack number 13, we've got Zach Day, Roger Clemens. There's 671, Edgardo Alfonso, Jack McKeon, Coco Crisp, U.L. Washington 85, Mike Lieberthal, Clint Hurdle, Mark Burley, Man number 1. And I thought these were going to be each home run from his career, not be home run number 1 over and over again. Unless it's a Mantle number 1 hot box. Charlie Lay, Alex Gonzalez, Chad Orvella, Jim Tracy, Jerry Narin, Chris Shelton, Declaration of Independence, William Ellery. Of course, one thing that bugs me about each of these cards is this picture is the same, the name and that tiny little picture is different for each one. And maybe if you put together a whole set, it has a picture of the Declaration of Independence, which I guess would be cool, but a lot of effort to get that. We've got Johnny Grubb, 83, John Karanka. Let me pause for this rookie card. He was actually traded from the Cubs to the Rangers, but it happened where Topps didn't have time to do that and get it in Series 2. So when they made the factory set, they airbrushed out the Cubs and they airbrushed in a Rangers logo onto this card, but only for the complete set. We've got Walter Young. And it's not like I knew any of this on the top of my head. I Googled all this before I opened these up. But got Barry Zito, Pedro, let's see, 687, Bill Gullickson, Corey Patterson, Greg Maddux, David Wells, Houston Street Gold Cup, Preston Wilson. There is a Mickey Mantle for this year, card number 7. Since they always gave him card number 7. Rich Bordy. Like the mustache there. Mike Cameron, Torrey Glaus. Mike Matheny, Gold Glove. Derek Jeter, Gold Glove. Yankees, Jeter and A-Rod. Vlad Guerrero, Sr. Topps All-Stars. Now for this set, they were 1 for 6 packs, and there are 10 cards that you could get out of the Series 1, and the other 6 cards of this set, I think, actually came packaged with this game. So, I'm not a gamer, so I don't know, but we've got Mike Armstrong, Robert Andino, J.D. Closser. Pack number 14 is going to be Carlos Delgado, Dusty Baker, Jorge Posada, Franklin Stubbs, Greg Maddux. Missing something? No. Ryan Friel, David Wells, Scott Hairston, Ramon Ortiz, Mantle, Schofield, Dempster, Icaro, Braden Looper, Orlando Hudson, Gold Glove, Kenny Rogers, Gold Glove, the Gambler's 4th award in 6 years, Tigers team card, Tony La Russa again, Andy Pettit, Pete Mackinnon, and Rod Barajas. I never liked Tony La Russa, mostly because he wanted his team to win instead of my team in the 2011 World Series. Joe Mauer, Nomar, C674, Mike Schmidt. So, hey, if you're going to get an 88 card, might as well get a Hall of Famer. So, that one is nice, I guess. There's Flash Gordon, Ryan Church, Zambrano, Kevin Minch, Frank Robinson, Sean Estes, Jim Slayton, Joe Blanton, Rafael Furcal, Chad Tracy, Derek Lee, Gold Glover, Orioles team, Torrey Hunter, Robert Payne, so there's one of the more famous signers, Mike Armstrong again, another Karanka, and Walter Young. And if you hit a home run off of Karanka, it was a Karanka donk. Time for the next pack. We're now 2/3 of the way through this as I go to pack number 17. And I will say that these retailed for $2.99 each. So that times 3 of them, that'd be $72 for this. Retail price, I got this for $10 plus shipping, and when you factor that out, it was off eBay as the only bid, and turned out to about 60 cents a pack. So a really good deal, and I like looking for deals. So we've got a Red Sox pack, Christian Guzman, $6.74. Davy Cruz, Clint Barmas, Albert Pujols, Rance Mulliniks, Chris Snyder, Tony La Russa, again. I'm sure we'll see that 85 card of him again at some point. Reed Johnson, Mantle #1, Kevin Bass, Glendon Rush, Willie Randolph manager, Derek Lee Gold Glove, Orioles team card, Torrey Hunter Gold Glove, William Floyd, Glenn Hoffman, Andrew Jones Gold Glover, another Mark Teixeira Gold Glover, pack number 18, Zach Greinke, Mike Sweeney, 662, Mike Mason, Xavier Nady, Hank Blaylock, Travis Lee, Mike Matheny, Mike Lamb, Gary Matthews, Mantle 1, Jim Slayton, Bill Miller, Jeff Supan, Royals, I guess they didn't have a team card, they just had a stadium card there. Mike Lowell Gold Glove, Omar Vizquel Gold Glove, Mark Armstrong again, and Darryl Rasner, Brian Bullington, Joe Saunders, had a decent career. Pack number 19, Dan Johnson, Adam Kennedy, 682, Joe Sambito, Edgardo Alfonso, Jack McKeon, Coco Crisp, Randy Wolf, Tony Graffinino, Mantle 1, Jim Slayton, Eric Gagne, Tadahito Iguchi, Shannon Stewart, Kenny Rogers, Tigers. Here we've got an Own the Game of A-Rod. Mike Armstrong again, Rod Barajas, Ryan Garco rookie card, Scott Schoenweiss. All of the Own the Game cards that have come out so far, I think there are 3 of them, they're all Rangers at one point. Garrett Atkins, Victor Martinez, Lance Nix, Dave Schmidt, Larry Bigby, Cliff Floyd, Bobby Abreu, Carl Everett, BJ Surhoff, Mantle 1, Jim Slayton, Desi Relaford, Bobby Kilty, Juan Uribe, Eric Chavez Gold Glove, Marcus Giles Chipper Jones, Luis Castillo Gold Glove, Mike Armstrong again, Brad Penny, Fausto Carmona rookie, Hong Chin Kuo rookie. Don't remember him at all. All right, time for me to open up the last 4 packs. There's one year Topps made these where they made it doubly annoying, where each individual section itself had its own clear wrapper around it. That was extra annoying. I found my camera stopped recording once I hit the 34-minute mark, and because it reaches 4 gigabytes, and I guess that's the largest file I can make, so I need to hurry it up here through these last 4 packs. So we've got Justin Morneau, Garrett Anderson, 686, Storm Davis, 88, Bobby Abreu, Flash Gordon, Ryan Church, Matt Stairs, Erubiel Durazo, Armando Benitez, another Jim Slayton, Rodrigo Lopez, Jinming Wang, Willie Taveras, Bobby Madrich, BJ Ryan, Orlando Hudson Gold Glove. This time we have Samuel Adams, so one of the more famous signers because his name was turned into an ale, I guess. Mike Armstrong again, Andy Pettit, Pete Mackinnon, Pack number 22, Luis Rivas, Mike Timlin, 666, Mark of the Beast, Brad Arnsberg, 88, Carl Crawford, J.T. Snow, Brett Tomko, Charlie Manuel. I remember was he the guy that came back for the Phillies last year? I don't remember. Tim Wakefield, Mantle 1, Mark Bruhard, Glendon Rush, Willie Randolph, Travis Hafner, Royals, Mike Lowell. Here is our gold card of Larry Walker. This one is numbered 1781 out of 2006. Tony La Russa, Ryan Garko, Scott Schoenweiss, Daryl Rasner. The penultimate pack, meaning next to last, we've got Carlos Delgado, Dusty Baker, 667. And there is a Mark McGwire Gold Cup card. So it was a hot card back in 15, 20 years ago. Not as hot as his 85 rookie, but Davy Cruz, Clint Barmas, Albert Pujols, Phil Garner, Charlie Manuel again, Tim Wakefield, Travis Hafner, Mantle 1, Chuck Cottier again, Glendon Rush, Brandon Watson, Jason Worth, Dan Wheeler, Roger Sherman, Roy Howell, Chuck James, Jason Marquis. I've noticed in these packs that in the segments you get the same cards will always be either, you'll find the same cards in the top segment or the middle segment or the bottom segment. Like all the Gold Glove winners and a lot of the rookies appear in the bottom segment, I've noticed. But last pack, number 24, we've got Jared Washburn, Jose Mesa, 688, George Fraser, Bobby Cox, Jeff Jenkins, Dallas McPherson. Here is Sean Estes, Houston Street, Preston Wilson, Mantle 1, and finally another Joaquin Andujar. I thought after I was going to tell his story that he wasn't going to show up anymore, but he did. Troy Glaus, Junior Spivey, Vizquel, Chris Ray, Eric Chavez, Alfonso Soriano as a Ranger, Jerry White, 83, Brian Bullington, and last card was Joe Saunders. So, there you have it. I think they don't have very good collation for the throwback cards, especially since it seems like we got the same 3 years every time. Hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane for packs that were 14 years old. And